All right, chat. How are you all doing today? Oh, my hair's not too bad. I got the old. Oh, yeah. Got the old Macho Man shirt on. This is what I wore second night to SummerSlam. So I actually did the laundry and I was like, hey, I love this shirt. Oh, yeah. I was doing that all day, all night to my son. Absolutely loved it. Then I made him watch the Cream of the Crop promo. And of course, it was the greatest thing he's ever seen in his entire life. So here we are. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you for showing up. I still to this day get a little bit like nervous around non-Marvel Champion streams, right? So Marvel Champions-ish, we usually average like 40 to 60 people in that range, which is amazing. But yeah, I've said this before on streams that I wanted to get a bit higher for other things. Last Lord of the Rings was good, but it's like, will people get tired of Lord of the Rings? Do they accidentally click on it or whatever else? And the fact that there's already 14, sorry, more people are coming in. 14 of you here warms my heart, man. Warms my heart. So I appreciate you all taking the time out of your day to be here and to hang out. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I also clicked the wrong button and now everything's broken, but that's okay. We don't need it to work. Well, actually, no, we do. I completely take that back. Don't listen to my lies. But hopefully everyone is doing well. I want to put on different music because I realized I'm really tired of this. And I realized that I should be putting on video game soundtracks because for the most part, they're not copyright strike because when you play the game, right, the track happens. So there we go. There we go. And I've been listening to a lot of Claire Obscure. As I said, I beat the game, but now I'm going back to like the world and like plopping around before I do a new game plus. And it's amazing. I love it. Trying to finish Stellar Blade, all that fun stuff. Is this Persona song? It wasn't. No, I think it was Zelda related. Usually the beginning of my stream is a lot of Zelda stuff, which I usually do okay, but there is 2 Zelda songs that Nintendo will come after me for, and I don't remember why, even though they're remixes. So I switched to other stuff. I'll do Persona probably later too. Excuse me, because I love the soundtrack for that. But I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone is good. I hope you're doing well. I did learn that last Lord of the Rings stream, we did make rules errors. I put it in the video that went up today, like what the rules error was. So hopefully we don't make the same mistake. But I do have, let me show you this really fast. I currently have up ChatGPT with the rules ready to go at any second for us. So just in case, we have that ready to go. What was the rules error? So what we were doing was we were using Vilya with Elrond, and we were getting the card out in the beginning and then using Elrond to quest, even though he was exhausted from Vilya, because his questing attachment said he doesn't have to exhaust the quest. Now, Google Gemini said that's a legal move. ChatGPT says it's not legal. And a few other people in the Lord of the Rings community reached out to me and said, like, hey, just, that even Caleb said it's not legal, even though you can make a good argument for why it is legal. So I said, okay, let's go with what Caleb has said. So we messed up on the timing of that, but it wouldn't have affected much of the game because all you have to do is do the questing first where you don't exhaust and then bring the character out. So if any new character came out and quested, that's technically wrong, but I could do it right after that step. So they could still like attack and defend and all that stuff. So it was like it was a slight rules mistake. It wasn't a massive one. We're going to make them. This is why I enjoy getting back into this. Because like I feel like since I've been away from it for a while, it's okay. You know what I mean? And I hope that that's a good lesson for everyone out there playing these card games. That like we all make rules mistakes. We all make them. And it's okay. It doesn't really change much in your game. Just have fun with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Tiger Forever, welcome. You were first in chat today. I need to get a belt for like the first place person. I don't know how I source that, but I'll figure it out. I don't know if you all watch Bonzinator. She's a really, really, really good Twitch streamer that's in the board game space. She might be live tonight. If we end up with a decent amount of you all, I'll probably raid her. I don't know if she's streaming tonight though. But yeah, so she has like a thing where she like gives like a little award, and I think that'd be fun to do something like that. I mean, like, you don't receive the award, but like I show it on stream and like, congratulations. All right, comparatively speaking, about Monday's abrupt ending to the series finale of The Sopranos. Indeed, I hope D20 is alive and well for tonight's streaming. Tongue firmly in cheek. Bro, it was so weird. So Novels was live too on the TikToks, and my internet and my power like blipped out and it shut my computer off. So I was like, okay, that's weird. Then, because it took the internet a while to catch back up, my computer didn't know what to do. Like, it was just like, what do I connect to? What's the internet? Blah, 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 blah. So just nothing would work. And it would have taken me about half an hour. Like, half an hour later, I got it all back together. I was like, it's just not worth going live. Because I would literally go live to hang out with you all for like 15 minutes. And then, like, just sign off. So hopefully it doesn't happen again today, but it's really, really weird. But fun news, not fun news, is I went down to the basement this morning. And every time I'm in the basement, I expect something to go wrong. So I'm down there because I had to grab some stuff. And I just hear, trip, trip, trip. I was like, oh no, that's the sound of water. I know that sound very well. And I go over, and of course, there's a pipe in the basement that's leaking, and I can't really get to it easily. So I have a plumber in my town that I really, really like. He's just really hard to get a hold of, but his prices are really good. And he's like a really nice guy. And it's just him. So I like want to support him because he's small business versus some of the other plumbers out here are like really big businesses. So I like, you have to spend an entire day to like try to get him to get here. And he couldn't come today, unfortunately. So he's coming tomorrow morning. So now I just have a slow puddle forming in my basement right now. And I was like, I should just fix this myself, but I don't want to because I'm going to ask him to do extra work. So we'll see. Oh, well. Tiger Forever also enjoying this trip down memory lane with this game. Dude, I am too, man. I am really enjoying it. And like, I was thinking about it more and more and more. And like, again, I've talked about this in stream in the past that like, a part of the reason I pulled away from Lord of the Rings is because I was just making so many rules errors and it was just like upsetting me and it was crazy. So I was really upset with it. And now in my streaming journey and my streaming career, I don't care anymore, right? Like we acknowledge there's going to be rules mistakes. We acknowledge these things are going to happen. And I think that takes a lot of pressure off, like not just as a streamer, but as a gamer. Like, hey, whatever. You know what I mean? Alex, it's spherical. Welcome, chat. Hope you're doing well, man. Tiger got an update on Ash's Ascendancy somewhere in vicinity of November ship, which coincidentally, my Ashes Reborn second comes to me. Let's go. I need to reach back out to them and see if they're sending me Ascendancy. Like I said, board game marketing, not the best. But that's all right. We'll figure it out. We do have, you know, I'll reward you all because you're here early. A company is going to be, now, let me rephrase this. Monday, I'm going to be covering a new game. The company did reach out to me and send it to me for free. They're not paying me, but they sent it to me for free, which is going to be from Mech Games called Hokei? Hockey? I don't know how to say it. But it's a solitaire like card game, like fortune-telling legacy solitaire card game. I know very little about it. Actually, oh, wait. Can we pause this music for a second? Because I love this song. Lumia. Just so that we all know what it is.
This is Hokei, a fortune-telling solitaire game like you've never seen. Hokei follows a story.
We'll be doing this Monday.
Complete the story, and you will become a seer. Each game in Hokei is called an attempt. Each attempt takes 5 minutes. This is how you set up one attempt.
This is what we're doing Monday.
To win, or clear, discard every card in these 3 piles. There are only a few rules.
Let's go.
If 2 cards colors match, discard either card. If symbols match, discard both cards. If both matches occur, you choose which match to discard. And if neither occur, move a card to another pile of choice. Once every card is flipped over, the top 3 cards are placed this way. Then, finish the attempt. If you clear, you win.
Let's go.
As you play, you will progress through 3 acts. Act 1 is a story-driven tutorial. Acts 2 and 3 are challenge-based and increase in difficulty as you play, transforming your deck and your strategy with a unique legacy system. Once you've completed these challenges, you will unlock a book.
Oh.
This book will give you a fortune for each successful attempt. This new and addictive card game is a journey and a reward in one. Hokei, fortune-telling legacy solitaire. Will you become a seer?
So this is what they sent me. So it's, I guess it's a sponsored stream. They're not paying me. They just literally sent it to me for free. You can go check it out in the Cardboard app, which is what I'm using now over BGG. They're just up and starting. It's like AI driven, like it's ranking games better. It's going to have forums and all that fun stuff, but we'll get into that in a different time. But I just wanted to like hint that out there. But yeah, we'll be doing it on Monday. So I'm excited for that. I like solo games. I like quick solo games. So anything that helps promote that, I will definitely be a part of. So anyway, that's just a little teaser. And because you got here early, you get to see that. Or if you rewatch the replay, appreciate you. Make sure to hit the like button. Everyone that's here live now, make sure to hit the like button. But yeah, so we'll be doing that on Monday, which I'm super hyped for. Dante Inferno ships about the same time. I hope my mail carriers can fit 50 pounds plus game box alone. Let's go. I believe Tanglewood drops around the same time. I just want to look at the cards on a particular game. So we did back that. So when it comes, the second it comes, I will be playing that for you all. I love 20 strong. So Tanglewoods, I'm excited for. Link, welcome to chat. Brosaurus. Let's go. Griffin, welcome to chat. C30. Cap, is D20 announcing Kool-Aid Man as the new Marvel champion? Dude, I wish. I'll never be that lucky. Griffin, appreciate it. Tiger Forever, 19 seconds. That's not bad. What was the rules error? We went into it, right? I did say what? Yeah, I said what it was. I know I skipped ahead, Cap. Not that like I'm like, why didn't you notice that? I skipped ahead, and now of course I'm all messed up. Brewmeister Sam, welcome to chat. What's up, D20? You get your connection strong for this one? Excited to go back to the Shire. I'm hoping it's good. We're going along a journey along the Anduin, and Nightmare version of this is really hard. So I told you all before that we will fail forward on Lord of the Rings. So this is probably a fail forward. So is probably the next one. Zelda top tier for you? 100%. I grew up with Zelda. I love Zelda. Breath of the Wild I still think is better than Tears of the Kingdom. Because Tears of the Kingdom is very like Minecraft Lego focused build, and I'm not super into that. But it's a very good game. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just prefer Breath of the Wild more. But yes, I love it. Link to the Past is still the best one. Better than the N64 or Ocarina of Time. Fight me. It's fine. Keith, welcome to chat. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Shows how the rules need to be. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah. Simple rules are good. And I think Hokei was like $30 or something like that for it. Oh, yeah. Brolac, welcome to chat. Hopefully you're doing well. Cream of the crop. Beeson, how's it going? Sure is awesome, dude. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite shirts now. One of my favorites. Is it going to be a repeat of internet going out? God, I hope not. I don't need that in my life. Alex missed Taco Tuesday, so it's Taco Wednesday for me. Followed by Taco Thursday, then Pizza Friday, then Taco Saturday. I love it. Sean, let's go. Dude, I totally get what's going on in the back of my refrigerator. Started leaking and started dripping water on the floor. I didn't notice it for like a week. My house is like really old building, like 40s. Yeah. So you would think that the line for the ice maker would just be a simple like, oh, here's the now by turn it off. No. I had to go under my sink to try to turn it off to start shooting water in my face. Yeah. So my house was built in the early 80s. And in the early 80s, copper was really expensive, but it was still the primary thing you used. So to take shortcuts in my house, they used the wrong gauge of copper for our pipes, so it's thinner than it's supposed to be, and my water is really hard, like really hard. Like hard water is like a scale of like from 0 is like no hardness and like 10 is like really hard. Mine's at like 18, so that's why we got the water softener to help like fix it. But I know that like for the next however long I live in this house, 10, 20, 30 years, whatever it is, this is gonna be a constant issue. So it's just what it is. At some point I should just replace all the copper piping, but I don't want to go through the walls and stuff. So if I get lucky, knock on wood, and I never have to replace in the walls and just underneath where most of the water flows anyway, then okay, I can live with that. You know what I mean? But hopefully with the water softener, it slows down the decaying process. We'll see. This is the second time now I've had pinhole leaks in my pipes. It's going to just keep happening. Actually, technically it's the third time. But one of the times I fixed it myself because it was under the sink and I didn't notice it till it was leaking in the basement and there was a massive puddle. I was like, well, what the heck is going on? And it flooded through my cabinetry and rotted it. But I was able to like clean most of it and fix that. But yeah, I fixed the pipe there because that was an easy fix. This one is just like, it's a huge pain. And again, so the section I want him to fix is like the pipe, then it's like a connector to like a couple branch lines and then down, and then the line that goes from the pipe to the fridge. So like you can, get water out of your fridge. That's rotted completely. And I'm like, bro, if you can just do this all for me, like, I don't feel like doing this. So we'll see. He might just be like, nah, bro, I'm not doing that. Had to turn it off, which killed all my hot water in my kitchen. So now I'm in the coping phase with that. Yeah. I spend a lot of time turning the water off in my house. Every time we leave, I turn the water off because I expect it to flood. Also for ashes, if you go all in, you need 1,881 sleeves. The one nice thing about getting ashes over time, and I guess Marvel Champions in any game, is I can slow down that process. You know what I mean? Hokey, such a table hog. I know. I don't know how we're gonna fit it, but we'll figure it out. Mankey, this stinks. I think I hate water leaks more than anything else in home repair. Me too. Water leaks I can fix. Electricity is like what I'm always touchy about because I've had bad experiences with electricity and like may have electrocuted myself a few times. So I hate working with it, but my stepdad's really good at it, so I don't mind having him come over and like help fix. Plumbing, he's old school, so he wants to weld everything. I'm new school, so I use shark bites on everything. I have shark bites off of shark bites off of shark bites. Greatest invention in the world. I don't care if it costs more. That stuff is amazing. I know it will break down faster, but if it lasts like 10 to 20 years, I'm okay with it. Like, that's fine. Looks like an airplane tabletop game to play. I know, right? I'm excited. I said in October, I have my work trip, and I want to bring actually, I've showed it on stream before, In the Ashes. It's from Divere Games, whatever. It's like a book. I want to play that on the plane soon. Had to move an old toilet in a flip home. That was a nightmare. So much shark bite. Dude, exactly. We had an issue with our toilet downstairs that was leaking. And again, the whole, like, where the main pipe is that like takes all the waste out, that was rotted out beneath the tile. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. And this guy came over and he spent like an entire day fixing it, right? An entire day. And I'm like, this is going to cost me so much. I'm like, whatever. Like I tried to fix it myself and I didn't have the right tools. I couldn't get like the pipe out right. Like I just didn't have all the things I would need to like fix it, right? So he came over, spent 4 or 5 hours working on this stupid thing for me. I didn't install the toilet because he's like, I'll save you some money. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. He charged me like $200. And I was like, bro, I'm happy to like pay that, like whatever. But like then there was like a basic pipe fix too, was also $200. So I think I can have him repipe the whole house for like $300. Thanks to the D20 newsletter for the restock alert in Age of Apocalypse. Join the newsletter, chat. I don't stress this enough, and I should. There are articles that we have on there, but if you have not joined the newsletter, make sure you do. Go to the main page. Check it out. This is it. This is also what the blog is. I do have some paid stuff right here, but they have some stuff you can go to. It's d20woodworking.ghost.io because I'm too poor to pay for the actual web address. But to get the paid stuff, you literally can get 50% off your first 6 months. And what do they charge you? Oh, there's my credit card. Don't pay attention to that. It's $250 a month right now to get to the paid articles, which is the same thing that's on Patreon, but it's actually cheaper on this one. So there is a blog. You can go check it out. A lot of this stuff is free. If you sign up, like here, There is like a free tier, and that will get you the newsletter. And in it, I'll do like deals and stuff and whatnot. So just FYI. Just FYI. I used to have the newsletter go through a different system. It was a pain in the butt. This one is much better in my opinion. Actually, hold on. I can show it. Actually, I think I can show it. So like the newsletter is just much better. You technically don't have to log in for this, and it shows the stuff, but it also shows in the podcast. I talked about the controversy, but it has a different restocks. These are links that I make money off of, so that helps too. And if you want to talk, you just have to sign up for the free tier, but there's a paid tier. And like I said, everything's 50% off for now. For now. We'll see when I get rid of it. But I'm happy that you got Age of Apocalypse. I'm happy they did the restock, dude. When are you, Link, when are you getting Trickster Takeover? I'm getting mine Friday from Kingdom Come Cards. What's their faces? Game Nerds just emailed to me today saying they're preparing the shipment. So I usually get it 1 week later. So if it came out Friday, I usually get the following Friday. I probably won't play it for a little while, but we'll get it soon enough. And because Monday I want to do the Hokei thing. Wednesday we'll keep doing Lord of the Rings. So the following week I'll probably do Trickster Takeover. I'm in no rush to do it. A lot of other content creators have done it, so we'll get to it at some point. I mean, it's like almost like my month. It's almost like a Monty Python skit because I get the copper part of my piping consists of ceramic, PVC, and copper. In the Ashes is a fun book to do on work trips or vacations. I'm excited to like play through it. I feel so bad because they gave it to me and like I shut it off, but I didn't do enough. So I want to play more of it. What's really important is finding like a guy just like the right handyman that can do it all. I know I still haven't found that, but I found my good plumber who's a pain to get. I found a really good electrician. This guy is amazing. So he's a young kid and he takes on like apprentices and stuff. He's maybe my age. And he came over one time. I was having huge AC issues because the refrigerant, whatever it's called, was leaking. And he's like, hey, this is a stopgap. But he's like, I can refill it, but just FYI, because your unit's so old, the stuff doesn't exist anymore because they made it illegal. So he's like, I have a supply of it, but it's gonna cost you. And I was like, oh God, of course it will. I was like, whatever you have to do, bro. I need air conditioning. And that guy came in, fixed it, chipped all the ice out of the attic, the thing that actually cools it down in the attic, chipped all the ice off of it, whatever. And it was like $150. And he's like, I'm so sorry, dude. I was like, no, bro, we're good. We're good. You deserve that. And then I did give him like 5 bottles of water because he was up there when it was like 120 degrees in the attic. Yes, Atreides, there's a blog. Yep. Yeah, I've done a really bad job of promoting it. I want to put more time into the blog and writing. Freon, thank you. I want to spend more time writing on the blog because I am a professional writer, and I enjoy it, and I think there's fun things to talk about, and I think I can talk more about controversial stuff on it, not in like D20 gives us super hot takes, but like the CGE Harry Potter controversy, where I don't really feel like talking about in a YouTube video because I'm just going to get a bunch of people that come in and talk about how I'm an idiot and whatever, versus people that read it usually won't comment stuff like that sometimes. So yeah. On your Going Beyond Marvel Champions game playing stream, next year's board game will push Marvel Champions to a close second. Ashes, this War of Mine, so many games to gameplay stream, dude. This War of Mine, it's gonna be crazy. Crazy. I pre-ordered Civil War, so I'll be 100% complete with the Marvel Champions stuff. Let's go. I'm excited for Civil War. I'm actually like legit excited for it. I'm actually getting mine early, which is surprising. Let's go. More Metal Gear Solid gameplay? Stellar Blade? More yes? Yeah. So Metal Gear Solid, I think I told you all, the third box is coming. And by third box, I mean it's the core box again. The only box that exists. But maybe it won't be damaged this time. We'll see. Freon, God, love AC issues. I live in Texas, dude. It's all the time. It's all the time. I have to replace the whole unit. I'm not looking forward to that. I mean, it's just what it is. You know what I mean? 150, I wish I could get done that cheap. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, he felt so bad, and he's so good at it. We have electric baseboard heating that we try not to use, but in the winter we use it in our room because it's just cheaper. or it's easier to like heat up a room. And like we're in bed one time, and Novels and I are reading, and all of a sudden I hear, and I was like, what the heck is that? And I just smelled burning smoke, and you could see like there's like a little wall outlet, like a little bit of smoke. I was like, oh no, that's a fire. And luckily the circuit breaker did its job and cut off the fire, or cut off the power right away to it. And the guy came out, and like, again, it was like less than $100 he charged me to fix it. Like rewired my wall and like connected everything. I was like, geez, this guy's good. Who doesn't love a little controversy? If you're on Twitter, you can keep up with all of it. Twitter right now, like, I know people hate Twitter, and I get it. I'm cool with people hating on Twitter, but it's the only place right now you can get actual conversation about board game controversies. Like legit controversies that are going on. And like, not like, this is what's right and this is what's wrong. Not any of that. Just like, this exists. Share your opinion. I can't wait for the new Metal Gear game to come out, or the remake, I should say. Oh, Delta. I'm scared it's going to blow up my graphics card. I think it's a 3070. It's hard to read from here. And I think that's like recommended, maybe. And I feel like it's going to catch on fire. Might be a big question, but I just have the starter box for Lord of the Rings. What's the difference between it and Marvel Champions? Nate 6, welcome to chat. I have everything from Marvel Champions, and I play a lot of it. So it's a very different game. Lord of the Rings feels like an older game because it is an older game. So recommended is the 3070. Okay. So yeah, I can handle it recommended then. I still think it's gonna explode. Does it travel to the Midwest? No, it doesn't. Or maybe it does, but I doubt it. So Lord of the Rings is an older game. I think it's important to know. The rulebook is smaller, which is nice. So like the rules reference page is only 36 pages versus Marvel Champions, which is double right now. And like I said, I have this loaded up in ChatGPT right now, but like some of it's just like this at the end and whatever. So it's actually smaller. So the rules, I think, are more straightforward on things, which is kind of nice. The gameplay is slower, and the way you do like the heroes and stuff is a bit different. Like I have Elrond and Glorfindel and Haldir of Lorien. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. So it's like you have 3 heroes, and it is more, it's a really tough solo game to play. It's more meant for 2 players and more, but you can absolutely play it solo. Absolutely. I've beaten the entire game, every single scenario, true solo. So it can be done. The scenario after Journey of Along the Anduin is almost impossible solo, but that's the only one that's like that. If get the Lord of the Rings core box, play it. Recognize that the first scenario is stupidly easy, the second one's kind of hard, and the third one's almost impossible solo. Then I honestly, if you like Lord of the Rings, I would get the saga boxes, is what I would do, and be happy with that. If you get the starter packs, I think they're worth it too. But that's what I would get. And you will have the time of your life if you like Lord of the Rings, in my opinion. It's absolutely phenomenal. A lot of the other stuff you can't really get stuff for now, which stinks. They reprint it every now and again, so there's that. But yeah, if you like Lord of the Rings, I think it's absolutely worth it. It's just a slower paced game. It's a little bit simpler, and what's nice is like a lot of the a lot of the Marvel Champions stuff is like a lot of if this then that type of rules. On BGG and on my Discord, we I don't remember if it was Alex or Atreides posted the link to it, but you get this player resource, and I play off of this, and this is it. And all those green boxes look like a lot, but basically whenever there's a green box, it means you could do an action. So the action is just like anything that says action, which is really nice. So it's just constantly you can do any action. Once you get over that weird like hump in your head, the game becomes a lot simpler, in my opinion. KH, welcome to chat. What's up, guys? Nice shirt, by the way. I do appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Can you like have more than like one of the same character in your deck or something? Yes. So you can have. Let me find a good one. So, for example, Gandalf, who's basically Nick Fury. Well, Nick Fury is basically Gandalf. But you can notice that next to Gandalf's name, it has like that little special symbol. So there's not the rules restriction like Marvel Champions where you can only have one Gandalf. You can only have one Gandalf on the table with that symbol. But if you have a card like Master of the Forge, where it doesn't have that, you can have several of these on the table, but still max of 3 of any card. So it's nice because you can get Gandalf several times. You don't shuffle through your discard pile. So like if your discard pile runs out, that's it. You don't like get to reshuffle it, but it's a big old deck of cards. So it takes you a little bit longer because you're not drawing a new hand each time. You're drawing one card each time. So again, it's like much slower than that. I love Lord of the Rings. What are the saga? The saga boxes are the books. So they have 2 boxes for the first book, 2 boxes for the second book, 2 boxes for the third book, and they have 2 boxes for the Hobbit as well. So it's basically playing through the book, which is like the movies. It's pretty close to the movies too, but more aligned to the book. So yeah, it's just like the main story, you know. So past that, they have other scenarios. It's hard to see, but there's 6 boxes back there. 4 of them are scenarios, not saga, just scenario stuff. That stuff is like stuff within the world of Lord of the Rings, but not necessarily like, well, it is related to the books. It's just like certain sections of the books, I guess, or of the world. Journeys is a lot more beginner friendly. I want to get Journeys if it's on sale. I think we'll do that at some point. So the reprinted box, is it enough for more than one player, or does each player need to have their own box if you want to have 2 people? The core box, the one thing nice about the core box is you just need 1 of it. Back in the day, the old core box, you needed 2 of it just to play because you needed like extra prints of cards. Now with the new core, you're pretty good with what comes in it. You don't need a ton of extra things. So the new core box is definitely much better. It's close to like Marvel Champions. It won't have everything you need. Like it won't have like 9 copies of Gandalf or anything like that. I don't think. But it does have more cards, generally speaking. So the new core box, they did a better job with it. Because the old one, you had to get like 2 or 3 boxes to just play. Like it was recommended base that you got 2 boxes. Kind of like old Arkham. Yep, exactly. Exactly like old Arkham. So yeah, it's a much better way to play. Finally played the game of Marvel Champions with Aggression Storm against Absorbing Man with Black Tom Cassidy. Curious to see if she can go through the Sinister Motos box. Probably. Isn't Storm getting hard to find right now too? She's so good. I feel like on Reddit I saw people are finally getting back into her. They priced it at $30. Yeah. Not 9 copies, but I think it's 8. There you go. That is hilarious. I didn't realize it was that much. Yeah, all this stuff is more expensive now. It stinks. And like you used to be able to find the old core box of Lord of the Rings on sale for like $15 all the time. Look forward to the game? Yeah, dude. Of course, I'm always happy to answer questions about this. It is truly, like, for those that don't know, the way this channel got started was through Lord of the Rings. That was the thing. And I played Marvel Champions. Like, it was, Lord of the Rings was number 1 and Marvel Champions was number 2. Because Marvel Champions, there was a long time where no one played the game. And then probably year 2 of the game is when it started like really taking off. Like a little bit after I started my channel. Or maybe year 3 that was. Not that it was like not popular, but it kept like gaining popularity. And then like in the past 2 years, it's exploded. So much so. Actually, let's check in our card prices. So they're still on sale, $100 a pop. Actually, there's more now. Ooh, this one's bid for 40. Actually, there's more of them on here now. And it's just wild too, because like this set right here, I bought these on eBay, and for the entire thing, because I think they're selling it, each card is this much. I was able to buy the whole thing. Actually, $30 isn't bad, but it's not all of them. I got the whole thing for like $20 plus the playmat, the promo playmat for those that remember it. Oh, God. Ugh. Ugh. Holy cow, this guy's selling a whole lot for $1,100. This is wild. This card's really hard to find. A full set of 5 for 100 for the old promos. Jeez. It's just getting wild. But to be fair, can you even find these? Ooh, $29. No one buy this. I might buy that. This used to be like hundreds of dollars. And I think people have stopped collecting Lord of the Rings, which is phenomenal. Oh, old collection. Look at that Gandalf art. Can't you just... Oh, no, you can't. Yeah, look what they're selling this one card for. And they'll probably get this. Villain Theory's deck for Ally Swarm that boosts their attack and just swing for massive damage had to read Lightning Strike a couple of times to realize it's 10 for 3 attack. Bonkers. Villain Theory is goated. He's just goated. Oh, wait. Here's some of the Saga boxes. So this is kind of what they look like. And they say like Saga expansion. I don't think that's all of them, is it? Oh, maybe that is all of them. Is this guy selling all of it for 300? It's not bad. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not bad. Don't you wish other companies were more like Plat Hat Games? You know, people say with Marvel Champions, oh, it's a 10 year, or with, you know, games that are 5-10 years old, it's hard to keep that stuff in stock, but other companies have figured it out. DC Deck Builder is 10 years old. Apparently they've figured it out. Ashes Reborn, more than 10 years old. They've figured it out. Don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, I think they could definitely do print on demand. I think the X-Men stuff might be a little trickier because I know that their rules with it are a bit trickier. I only know a bit about how the contract of that worked, and it's not easy. Actually, to be fair, most of the Marvel contract I know is a huge pain for them. They've had some serious issues with it, with certain things. And I really do, for the love of God, hope that they explain to people one day. And I want to talk to their marketing person about it, to have them come on and see what they can talk about. Because I think if they were allowed, and I don't know why Disney would stop them from doing this, because it's not like a bad thing. It's just like an understanding thing. I'm hoping one day they will come out and say why there are so many issues, because I'm slowly getting more and more leaks from people that are willing to leak this stuff to me. And again, I can't say it because I'll get them in trouble, but I'm learning more and more of like some of the crazy stuff that's happening behind the scenes. And you know me, I give Fantasy Flight Games a hard time with a lot of things, but from what I've learned, I kind of am a little more sympathetic. Not completely. I think they still botched the whole announcement for current wave versus legacy wave, or however they're called, legacy cycle, current cycle, whatever they're calling it. They still botched that announcement, and that was on them. But some of the nonsense they've had to deal with, I get now a bit better. And now they've had, like I said, like half a dozen people come through and like tell me different parts of it and confirm other parts of other people's stories that they're not all related. So it's not like they're conspiring to tell me stuff, but not that it would really help because I can't say it anyway. So prepared to make an uncanny X-Men deck, but I was sold with his write-up of Attack Training, Boot Camp, Game Time, and Thunderstorm. I haven't gotten to max damage yet. It's crazy how like some people figure out the game so well that they're like, no, this is the crazy combo you want to do. And when you do it, right? So my theory is that basically it's just a way for them to push new product, and it's purely for a fiscal reason. I don't believe they give one rat's behind about the customer. If they did, they could have just done the print on demand thing, like they did for the Curse of Ragaru and the Carnival or whatever for Arkham. So I will say with Arkham, the IP is a bit different because I get it wrong every single time. It's not open IP. It's like fair use or whatever it's called. So it is a bit different. And Marvel and Disney are a bit more of a pain, but the vast majority of it is a financial driven reason, not for other reasons. It's not 100% financial, but it's the majority. Look who fixes internet. Frank that tank. I can only imagine I used to play Snap, and the main guy in charge of that led on that licensing is hard. Yeah. Apparently it's a huge pain. It makes me wonder. I don't know much about SWU yet, and I wonder how much of a pain that is to deal with. Praise BCW 2000 card boxes. Fits in the saga plus nightmares. Yo, let's go. That's amazing. Like all the sagas? That's really good, dude. I have to look at some of the BCW stuff. I know Nelson partnered with them, and I have to look at that so I can get some discounts. I was thinking too. I was like, oh, if Nelson partnered with them, I probably could. But I don't think I'm going to go that route. I'm trying to work on something else, and the company I'm trying to work with is a massive pain. So we're gonna do what D20 does best: follow up emails, and we're gonna follow up over and over and over until they hate me. Just give me a Star Wars cooperative LCG, and I'll be happy. That's all I really want. Do you think they get more grace with SWU because it prints money? Yes. I think that, and I think because the way Marvel works with X-Men, I believe there's 2 different licenses they have to deal with that. So you deal with like the Marvel license, and then you have to deal with the X-Men license on top of it. And it's like not exactly the same exact group, or maybe it's the same group, but it's 2 licenses that they have to go through. It's a huge pain. They're a little... There's some stuff in Marvel that they were very touchy with, that they didn't want it to be perceived a certain way. And I think that's just because of the nature of the game and how it works. Versus SWU, it's just more like straightforward and basic. And that's not a knock on SWU, obviously. I love that game. But I think because SWU, the way it is, allows for more things to happen. Maybe one day when I'm just going to nuke this channel. At some point, this channel is just not going to exist, right? Not today, not tomorrow, but at some point, right? At some point, I'm just going to go YOLO. I'm just going to spill all the secrets, and then Fantasy Flight Games like just never works for me again. Then we'll say, but I'll spill all the secrets at some point, just when I'm ready to call it quits on this, or when I just don't care anymore. I still care a little bit about the relationship, but we'll see what the future holds. But like I said, if they just came, because I also want them to come out and say it with a lot of the issues, because again, I think a lot more people would have a lot more grace towards Fantasy Flight Games if they understood what they were dealing with sometimes. Again, not all the things. I'm not trying to say Fantasy Flight Games shouldn't be on the hook for the majority of their issues, but there are certain things that I now, because I've seen behind the curtain a little bit, that I get. And I think it would help them if they shared that stuff. I'm sure they can't yet, but whenever the Marvel license ends, who knows, right? Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see. It's also weird to think about, like, this channel just won't like exist at some point. If you explain why you're having issues, it does make it easier to grok. Yeah. It just be better. It'd just be better. FFG, if you're listening to this, as I know you do, think about it. I think there are certain ways to not break the contract. With some room, with Tesseract dividers, let's go. Tesseract's so good. I love their dividers so much. They've gotten more expensive, but they're so good. Actually, it's a lot to pay for Tesseract dividers because of, like, especially if you live in the States, like shipping them out is such a pain. Oh, but I will say, can you see it? See that box down there? It's got that black tape. I think on Friday we're going to open it up. It's a bunch of mystery buy the same token stuff. I have no idea what's in it. They say, hey, we're going to send you a bunch of stuff. And I think some of it's new Marvel Champion stuff, but I don't think they announced any new Marvel Champion stuff. Or they sent me a lot of old stuff again, which has happened. And if they did, then we'll do a giveaway. If it's like repeats of stuff. Yeah, I have all the stuff. So I don't know if it's completely new or what. Or they're giving me extra stuff. Then if I don't need it, I'll give it away. So we'll see. Though I think some of it's SWU stuff, which I'm really excited for. I think that's why it's a bigger box. Because SWU, they have a SWU like holder thing, which I actually think would be good for Marvel Champions if they did it. Hold on one second. Let me show it. Let me see if I can find it really fast. Like, I want them to do something like this for Marvel Champions. Like, this is a brilliant idea to hold your tokens for gameplay stuff. And, like, I don't get why they don't do this for Marvel Champions. So I'm hoping they do that for Marvel Champions. And I'm hoping they send me this, by the way. Please, FFG, send me this. Though they might have. It might be in there. I just don't know it yet. I have their SWU stuff. It's fantastic, dude. It's some of the best stuff. Like, their dials and their tokens, I have quite a few of it. I need to get some of their ready exhaust stuff, or some more of the ready exhaust stuff. But yeah, please do it for Marvel Champions, dude. It'd be so good. And like just like anything to help transport. Now that like Marvel Champions events exist, like to me it's like a no-brainer. And I know they're kind of like dipping their toes into that with SWU because it makes a lot of sense for SWU. So I'm hoping that they dip their toes. I'm hoping they make some money off of it and then they can like do more of it, you know. But anything like organized stuff, because I think Tesseract sells stuff now too, right? Like they're not competing with them because I know that they're friendly with each other. But doesn't, maybe they don't. Maybe I'm thinking of a different company. No. They have Tesseract tokens. Which I don't know what that is. Maybe it was something else I saw. I'm thinking about that. Oh, I didn't show that good. But yeah. I was looking at buy the same token last night and was surprised at how good the Marvel Champions tokens look. I really dig it. I definitely again save up to snag a bunch. Make sure you use my link. Use my link. That's not going to the right place. It's in the description of the YouTube channel. Saves you 5%. Helps this channel out. Plus, you can still qualify for free shipping and that stuff. So I've told this before, and I'll tell this story again. If you look at my really old videos, I used Team Covenant for everything. And I've sold my Team Covenant stuff to somebody else. I think on this channel. Actually, yeah, I'm 100% sure it's somebody actually in chat. So I sold the Team Covenant stuff. Now, I like the Team Covenant stuff. I got it because I like the comic book style and whatever. Then I started buying Buy the Same Token because I like all like the extra stuff. But I do now have 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes of tokens now, but I like that stuff because I play so much Marvel Champions. So yeah, it's absolutely worth it in that regard. But yeah, all I'm gonna say is if you can't afford buy the same token, use this code, but still normal game dice for counters and whatnot. Game dice, I mean, yeah. The like I've said, I think the biggest thing if you're gonna get buy the same token, and I've said this since day one, and I'll say it still to this day, the best tokens that they have are the ready exhaust ones because it helps clear up your board space. Ready exhaust and the arrows. If you're gonna get anything, and then I like their dials too. I like their dials to keep track of health over dice. But don't forget, because I forget things all the time. So focus. Whatever. You know what it looks like. I use these all over the board to remember things. Honestly, if you got the dials, don't forget, and the ready exhaust, that's all you really need from them. I know I should be saying more, that you need everything, but if you're on a budget, do that with some dice. I think you'll be pretty good. And then, you know, eventually get hero boards because they're sweet. I wish they had deck discard holders to help claim space like they do for Arkham. Dude, I've told them this. I legit told them this. And they have not done it. Have you seen the Arkham ones? I want to ask them for them, but I want to play more Arkham before I ask them. Hold on, let me find it. This. I want this for Marvel Champions. So the way that most people play it is they take this box and they put it on top. So like this box fits inside of here to put it away. But they use this as their draw pile and you put this on top and you put it on discard. I want this to exist or some form of it. Or make this box sit vertically on top and then this way draw and then dump it vertically or something. You know what I mean? There's a couple of different ways I guess you could do it. You could do it either way. But this exists for Arkham. So I know they have the ability to do it, but they also that's a big ass. Oh, here it is, shut. So this is what it looks like, shut. But yeah, I want this to exist for Marvel Champions. Just a little bit cheaper would be really nice. Oops. Just a little bit cheaper. What I really, okay, they don't know about this. So hopefully Buy the Same Token isn't watching this right yet. But I do want to have a conversation with them about the possibility of working together to somehow get shipping stuff to my house so I can ship for them from here. And obviously I would make some kind of commission off of it. But a big thing that a lot of people deal with is like it costs a lot to ship from England to the States. So what if they just sent a bunch of stuff here and I could ship it from here? And this way it would be cheaper to ship, right? Because you're just shipping like a huge amount to like the stateside. And that could be like their warehouse. I don't know how we figure it out and whatever. It'd be a lot of work and it might cost them too much that it's not worth it. But maybe one day. I have some 3D printed ones. Yeah. If you have 3D printed ones, that's amazing. I know Etsy, I think they have some, right? I think I got 10 of the ready exhaust tokens and it's so much better than the beads I was using. Yeah. I used to use FFG actually used to make these, and I still use them for Lord of the Rings. And they're just like basic things. You got a pack of like 15 or 20 for $5. And I use those as exhaust for the longest time. And because I only have like a handful of ones for Lord of the Rings, and you need a bunch for Lord of the Rings. So I still use them. They're phenomenal. But I don't think FFG makes them anymore. Especially now that they have GameGenic. And GameGenic doesn't make that, so their stuff is a little more expensive than this would be. They're cheaper than buy the same token, but they're not as cheap as that. They used to come in different colors and stuff. Oh, so nice. So nice, chat. Also, Famous Taco, welcome in chat. Yeah, Etsy. The wife kicked me off the table, so I have to be space conscious. Yeah, I get that. Make your own with Dragon Shield boxes? You could, for sure. You sure could. I have so many of those boxes lying around. Good old Dragon Shield. I had to finish sleeving all my stuff in Dragon Shield. So I think I've mentioned this before. The backs of my Arkham stuff is in, or I'm sorry, Lord of the Rings stuff is in red for the encounter deck because the Nightmare packs are a different color. Like the color grading is different on regular cards versus Nightmare cards. So I had to put them in an opaque thing. So I did red. But I have never finished sleeving it because it's like thousands of cards. So I'm like 3/4 of the way through and I gotta finish that soon enough. All right, what do you say, chat? Should we get going? Play some Lord of the Rings. Put that up. Did I fit this right? Oh, yeah. Also, one of the nicest dials they ever did with these wooden ones. Look at them. Beautiful. Still my favorite dials. Okay. Let's learn how to play this game again. So. Let me get set up. Hold on, chat. Focus. All right, cool. Journey along to Anduin. Made a conscious decision to never touch this game. Excited to see it played. I get it. If drug dealers can do it, so can you. Do it. U.S. distribution, I know, right? Welcome to the Journey Along to Anduin Nightmare deck. The problem is I have to store all of it and organize it all, which I would be willing to do for the right price, but they might not be willing to pay it. Inadvertently, I might make stuff more expensive. Each Nightmare deck is designed to modify and enhance an existing Lord of the Rings, the card game scenario, making it more challenging and exciting for the advanced players who have mastered the basic version. I have not, but whatever. The red threat dials are gorgeous, dude. They're amazing. To play this Nightmare version, you need all the original ones. Okay. So, first thing we have to do is we have to remove some stuff. What's the symbol? I think it's this one. All right, Evil Storm. Wait, Misty Mountain Goblin. Okay, wait. Let's just do it in order. Evil Storm. Okay, that's not it. Evil Storm. Evil Storm. 1, 2, 3. All right, 3 Evil Storms gone. 2 Treacherous Fogs. I'll come organize it. Do I appreciate it? I don't know how I get you out here to do that, but we'll do it. treacherous fog. 2 treacherous fogs and gone. Oops. 2 banks on the Anduin. So Nightmare, for those that don't know, it does make things harder, but sometimes it makes things more balanced and interesting. 2 banks gone. So it's one of those things where like it's actually really nice for some of the scenarios that like were really not bad but weren't great. It really fixed it. All right, Dol Gudil Orcs. One, 3, 2, 3. Where do you get that playmat? You used to be able to get Fantasy Flight Games. I don't know if you can anymore. It's tough to find, to be honest. Enchanted Stream. It used to be like $15. There's Etsy versions. Nelson has an Etsy version, which is really nice. Though it used to have a spelling error on it. Oh, shoot. Despair. Despair. Oh, there it is. 2 of them. Yeah. Misty Mountain Goblins. 3 of them. One, 2, 3. And then 2 Necromancer Passes. There's 1. There's 2. Okay. So after you pull all of them out, they gone. Then you take all your Nightmare cards and you put them in. But we might need to remove cards, so I have to double check that. I've sworn off more color sleeves, but those are tempting. The red ones are nice. Red ones are nice. Is Lord of the Rings more Arkham and is story focused? It's closer to Arkham in that sense, but Arkham is definitely more of like the story based game. To the river. Each player reveals 1 card at the top of the encounter deck and adds it to the staging area. Okay, cool. So I guess we can shuffle all this. All right, so you have to remember all troll enemies gain the text cannot have attachments. And the encounter deck is empty at any time. Shuffle the encounter deck, discard pile back into the encounter deck. Also that playmat. You used to be able to get it from like miniature market and stuff. I don't know if you really can anymore. Oh hey, you can tip the stream. Support the channel. Support content creators. Or you can support the mods if you want to tip them individually. I will say that each scenario feels like a story, but not overall. Etsy has them for $25.35. There you go. Looked on the FFG site. Holy content. Do you know anything about the revised repackaged stuff worth getting if new to the game? Yeah. Yeah, so get the core box, and I would get the Saga stuff and the starter decks if you can. The redone packages, add them as you can get them. From my understanding, they're still reprinting this stuff. But I would definitely start with the Saga boxes, which is basically playing the book / movies. You're just never going to get the Nightmare packs. So I feel bad showing this, but I know a lot of people wonder what it's like. So just FYI. YouTube, if you haven't done it yet, make sure to hit the like button on the stream. Package other cycles? Do it would be. I don't think they're ever going to, though. Which is a shame. Still on it. Reveals 1 card from the encounter deck and adds to the staging area. So our staging area will be up near the top. This is threats. Oh god, that are going to be dealt with later on. All right, let me read the story. I gotta turn the lights on. Emerging from Mirkwood Forest with an urgent message for Lady Galadriel, you must now make your way south along the Anduin River in order to reach the Forest of Lorien. As you leave the forest behind, you notice that you are being pursued, and thus quicken your pace. As you approach the location of a small raft stashed on a riverbank, a fearsome hill troll emerges from behind a group of rocks and attacks. When revealed, search for a hill troll and place it in the staging area. Son of a gun. Players cannot defeat this stage while the hill troll exists. And we'll explain the rules of this as we go along. Oh god. That location is really tough. Do they have a cave troll? They might. Well, I guess we'll find out. Hey, Cyber Jace. Having fun tonight? Well, I'm going to get crushed, so probably not. I mean, I'm probably going to get destroyed. Okay. So we have our 3 heroes. And the way you pay for things is that each hero has a different symbol, and they can pay for those cards related to that symbol. Descriptive, I know. Basically, our job is, for the most part, to go through this quest deck and advance through it. But we can't finish this until we take care of this hill troll. Now, in this game, there's 2 ways to lose. Either your heroes die, these 3, or you get 50 threat on here. Did you get the wooden stand? Not for the travel card, but for the campaign cards I did. Yeah. I just don't use it for stream because it doesn't really work great. I think we had it last stream. What's the starting hand? 5 or 6? Six. All right. So you can start with your 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, before we do that, so you have to start with your starting threat. Your starting threat is the combination of, oh god, of those blue numbers on top. So the 13, the 5, and the 9. You add that up, and that would be 22, 27. Now, the one thing with Lord of the Rings is you have to read all the cards all the time. I used to make this mistake all the time. Read everything. Oh, we did get a Gandalf, but we didn't get Vilya. All right. Gandalf is really powerful. It's basically Nick Fury, but stronger. These are really expensive cards, though. Now we're going to shuffle this. So I think you mulligan by shuffling everything in. Like one person controls 3. Yeah, so you control 3. Hey, Canadian. And like if the second player was playing, they had their own 3. Yeah, shuffle it back. Alright, I'm not going to keep these. I really want Vilya, and I'll explain why later. It's basically Gandalf, not the other way around. Yes, yes. Nick Fury is a weaker Gandalf. Nick Fury is a pathetic Gandalf. Actually, what we'll do is, so it's easier to see what the threat is on here, we'll put one there that's that. Okay. Draw our new 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, Gandalf again. All right. Council's good. Vilya's good. Okay, we're good now. So, you can go through the rulebook and read it. Sick playmat. I appreciate it. Basically, like I said, you print this out. It's double-sided, but it's the same exact thing on each side. You get this from Board Game Geek. I think this is the best reference sheet that exists. And that's how we're going to go through this. So we're going to go through each of the steps. If you have any questions at all, please ask them. I'll be happy to help. So, each player adds 1 resource to each of their heroes' pool and draws 1 card. It's able to get 2, 3 of the nightmares and then got priced out. Yeah. I got them before they went too crazy. So, 1 monies, 1 monies, 1 monies. Then we draw a card. Okay. So now the first step is, or the second step, sorry, is our planning phase. The first player may play allies and attachment cards. The next player does the same exact thing, etc. So realistically, it'd be nice to get Vilya out there right away. Basically, the way Vilya works is I exhaust Vilya and Elrond, and I just play the top card for free, which is stupidly strong. And it's going to quest hard against... Oh my god, questing's going to be really rough in the beginning. Here's 1. Okay, we might do that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Elrond's Council, which is free. All right. So this entire phase is an action window, and this is an action card. So you can play actions whenever you want in the green spaces. So if you control a Noldor character, I do. They each get +1 to their questing points, which we'll explain what that is later, but they each get +1. Okay. More importantly, I get to lower my threat by 3. So I go from 27 down to 654. So 24 threats. Threat is important. One deck. This is not the one deck. I have played the one deck. It's phenomenal. Holy cow, is it good. All right. So we're going to play Vilya. You have to use 2 resources. Each character right now has 1 resource on them. Generally speaking, this guy can, or these 2 can only play for green cards, and this one can play for blue cards. Now, Elrond's weird. He can kind of pay for anything because he's super strong in the game. But this is not a colored card. This is just like a gray card. So I can use any resources I want to pay for it. So we'll use 1, 2, and attach Vilya to Elrond. Now, what we can do is the action. Yeah, we're going to use the action. So we're going to exhaust Elrond. So we cannot use him for the rest of the phase and the ring. And basically it says exhaust Elrond and Vilya to reveal the top card of your deck. You can immediately play or put that card or put into play that reveal card for no cost if able. Otherwise, the reveal card goes to the bottom. So, Treebeard. So when Treebeard comes in, he can have restricted attachments. He enters play exhausted, and he will collect 1 resource each phase. So he can't do anything now, but Treebeard is kind of expensive, so it's good. Where did you get the guide sheet? It's on Board Game Geek. Also, Trev, welcome to chat. In my Discord, we've linked to it before, but I can find it again later. All right, so that's all I'm gonna do for that. But yeah, the guide sheet is really good. We'll try to find it later. Capitrays, I feel like he found it originally for us. Okay, so now it's the questing phase. Now, the way questing works is kind of tough. So in the staging area, we're going to add up their points, and we're going to compete against our points when we exhaust. What makes this tough is that if I beat their points, then I get to add questing points onto either here, or there's an active location, and on the active location, then here. We want to beat it to advance this. If we don't beat it, whatever amount we don't beat it by increases our threat. Why does that matter? Well, obviously this is how we win the game, but our threat increasing means this troll is getting closer. So currently the troll's threat level is at 30. What does that mean? If our number is at 30 or higher, then the troll is going to forcefully come and like attack us. If it's beneath that, I can choose for him to attack us or not, or to come engage us. I shouldn't say attack, come engage us. I don't want him to yet because I'm not prepared for it. So I want to make sure I don't hit 30 threat total. So think about how I do it. Now, what you do is on the top of the card, you add this little symbol. It looks like a crown. I have to compete against a 1 and I have to compete against a 10. So I would need 11 questing points to just break even, which is a crazy amount. This is a nightmare card, so this makes things a lot harder. Right now, on my cards, at the very top, there's like this little circle, and mine's a 2. This one's a 3, this one's a 3. But Elrond's Council made this a 4 and a 4. So I would, at max, be able to do, he's already exhausted, so a 4, 7 is what I can max do. All right, but what this card states, and this is why you have to read cards constantly, it says action. Deal 1 damage to a hero you control to reduce this by 1 until the end of the phase. Any player may trigger this effect. So I could just keep taking damage to keep reducing it, but I don't know if that's really worth it. Big trolls, the big trolls will come later. So I'm basically going against 11. If this goes up to 11, it's going to bring this up to 35, which means the troll's going to come, it's going to punch me in the face and probably kill someone, which would be no bueno. I can take some damage. Because I could do the action as many times as I want. So I could take 3, 4 damage total, dispersed however I want. And then this way, this number will be lowered. So I think we're going to do that. So I'm going to take... Glorfindel is going to take 2 damage. Elrond's gonna take 1, and Lorien's gonna take 1. So it's gonna be 4 total, bringing us down to a 6 and a 7 total now. Are those ready exhaust acrylic? Yeah, they're acrylic. So that's 7 total. And then I'm gonna quest with 2. So it brings this to 5 total. Now, what happens is we have to reveal a card because their questing amount's gonna go up by even more. 5, 6, 7. So it's back up to 7. That stinks a lot. So with it being at 7, this now... Oh god, someone's gonna die. This now brings up to 6, 7, so that's 31. This is really bad for us. Actually, we're gonna lose right away. Okay, so now we can travel to a location, right? So we did the questing phase. Now we can travel. What we're gonna do is we're gonna travel here. Basically, all that means is that this doesn't matter anymore, but we have to clear this active location before we can do anything with this. And we'll get to more of that later. Now the encounter phase. I could optionally encounter, but I'm going to be forced to encounter the hill troll. Need to catch them and buy some tokens. They're awesome. Yeah, they have some good acrylic ones. They have a lot of acrylic now. All right, so now it's combat phase. We deal each enemy a shadow card, which we'll explain in a second. The problem is he's going to do 6 damage, and that will literally kill anyone. I think we have to mulligan. I think we lost. Yeah, I think we have to redo this. I really need this not to be Treebeard. I need it to be a different hero so they could have absorbed the attack. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this. We're just gonna redo it, chat. He's gonna kill someone, and that's gonna be the end of it. You lose a lot in Lord of the Rings. Tutorial. Even if you lose 1, you lost all? No. If I lost 1, I'd still be able to survive. But the problem is losing 1 hero now, it'd just be too hard to like catch up with. What was the shadow card? Yeah, it was kind of tough. Oh wait, we can leave the hill troll out. This was just a terrible card to get first. Like absolutely terrible. If anyone wants to know about Lord of the Rings, first, second turn mulligan is common. Yeah, it is. Once you get like a round or 2 done, it's fine. Want to be a D20 Lord of the Rings stream without a loss in the first 5 minutes? Yeah. Where do you find the decks? Miniature Market, Game Nerds. They sometimes come back in and out of stock. They're getting a little tougher to find now, but you can still find them. But like Rings DB has is like Marvel DB, so you don't have to like build your own decks. If you know what I mean. All right, so that's, what was this? 22, 27 we said? Let's try it again. Let's try it again to not have a bad hand. Do you get shadowed already? Basically. I just got a really bad encounter card. All right, let's see what the... Oh, wait. Let me shuffle this and see. We have to reveal an encounter card. Then we'd find the hill troll. Actually, we have to shuffle this back in because if the hill troll gets revealed in the beginning, it makes it even easier for us. Go get 1 beer and he's already 0-1? Yeah. Well, I said I was going to fail forward, so I think I'm done, right? All right, so first reveal a card, be a hill troll. Okay, now. Actually, that's not a bad card. Now we have to find the hill troll. This is actually going to be an easier combination to work with. Lord of the Rings is such a slower pace. No rush to win here. Yeah. And I think that was the problem with old D20s. I was always in a rush to win. This, you have to be a much slower game. Okay. So now I'm dealing with only 4 threat, which is much more manageable. Do the same heroes? Yeah. I'm keeping the same deck all the way through this. Here's the hero in the middle. Glorfindel. New D20 is a build-up player? Yeah. Just got back from putting a child to bed. Cap, did you find this reference sheet? Were you the one that found this for us? Will it let you link that in chat? Or send to me and I guess I can link it? It's in the Discord? Okay. So yeah, it's in our Discord chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Vilya start. No Gandalf. But we do have unexpected courage, which is really nice. All right, I think we'll keep this. Kick doesn't like links. That's fair. Neither does YouTube, so. Or Twitch. Okay. Back to our beginning. One resource for everyone. Draw a card. Beat Gandalf. Oh, Elfstone. Attach to location. Okay. So, I do think I want to do Vilya again. I'm going to put that in Elrond. This is during our planning phase. Is it pinned in Discord? We can move it back to the top. It should be under the Lord of the Rings section, and not much happens there, right? I think that's where it is. All right, let's do action during the planning phase to exhaust this. Do the top card. Warden of Healing. Okay, I can work with that. At least you can get punched in the face. So now it's questing phase. Anytime Glorfindel quests, it's not great for us. So instead, I think we're just gonna, well, 4, that could be 5. Yeah, actually, we're gonna do it. So we're questing 5 points against 4. Each player raises his threat by 1 for each character he controls that is not committed to a quest. So I raise it by 1. So it's up to 28. This goes on discard. Okay, so 5 against 4. So now I have more this time around. So we take 1 and put it on the main. The main has to go up to 8 for us to advance. Now, with the combat phase, we would now get to optionally engage these guys if we wanted to. The reason now it's optional is because our threat's 28, the lowest one's 30, and this one's 40. I don't want to optionally engage yet because I don't want to get punched in the face by a troll. So we're not going to do that. So I'm not going to optionally engage. We would not get forced. So the entire attacking phase goes away. For those that don't know, the way attacking works is that he would get a shadow card. He would attack us X amount. We'd have to defend it and block it and whatever we do. And then we would get to attack after that. The problem is when you defend and you quest ahead of time, you exhaust your character. When you exhaust your character, they can't attack. So you have to be really careful. So the first round or two, there's like a lot going on you have to be careful with. All right, so that's the end of all the combat phases. And then we refresh. So each person readies up. We increase our threat by 1. This is kind of what keeps the game moving along. So now we're up to 29. So the hill troll is going to be coming soon, right? Don't get punched in the face by a troll, basically. Don't pay the toll troll. And that's the end of the phase. So now we go back to the beginning. Everyone gets 1 resource. So Elrond's up to 2. He's at 1. He's at run. We draw a card. Elrond's counsel is phenomenal. The reason being is because we are now in the planning phase. The entire planning phase in the action window. So we can play an action card. It's 0 cost. Reduces this down by 3. So we're at 26. So it keeps us away from the troll a little bit longer. And he gets +1 quest and he gets +1 quest if we decide to use it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the old Unexpected Courage. So we're going to pay 2 to put this on the Elrond. Elrond's going to be crazy. Is a troll in the dungeon? Basically. You have to kill him ASAP. Exactly. So what's nice about this is what we can do now is we can use an action during our planning phase. Thought you wanted to know. We can now play the top card. Okay, cool. Jub. It's not his real name, but one of the best cards of the game is in the core box. They made the core box cards a little too strong. So we have now exhausted Elrond and the ring to put him in play. Now what we can do is we can exhaust the ring to ready the attached hero. So now we can quest with Elrond. Broken combo. There's also a card that allows you to quest with Elrond and not exhaust him. Even more broken. Like Elrond is stupidly strong in this game. So the good news is we have a very strong ally now to defend. And we have a healer who's also going to be basically a basic defense guy. So that's good. So we're questing against 4. What we'll do is Elrond will quest for 3. Warden of Healing will quest 4. I don't want to exhaust him. So we'll do the 4. 4 against 4. Do a new one, which is a location of 5. Okay, that's really bad. I didn't think it'd be that bad. Well, shoot. So my thing increases, so I'm up to 31. I think we can handle this, but that still stinks. So now we do the travel phase. After the players travel to the Brownlands, place 1 progress token on it. It just gets rid of it. So we have now traveled here. We're now at the Brownlands, right? It was in the distance, but now we're traveling to it. We place 1 progress token on it, which it only needs 1. That's how many you need. So we actually just beat it. It's just a bad card to get. Now, engagement checks. There we go. I don't want to option engage him. I have to engage the hill troll. So the hill troll is going to take out Jub, which stinks. But that's just what it is. So he gets his shadow card. So excess combat damage dealt by the hill troll, damage that is beyond the main amount, must be assigned as increased threat, which is terrible. So what we're going to do is we're going to exhaust Jub here. And after he exhausts the defend, discard 1 face down shadow card from a non-unique enemy. So we get rid of this, we have to deal with the shadow card of it. Sometimes at the bottom, you'll see like, it'll say like shadow, and it has like a thing it does. It's not like boost icons usually. So sometimes it adds attacks, sometimes it doesn't. But it'll do like extra things. All right, so he attacks, does 3 damage, or does 6 damage. He defends 3 of it. He has 3 life. Unfortunately, it kills my guy. So there is no excess damage, which is good. But he has 3 defense and 9 life. Now, I'm going to exhaust Glorfindel and Haldred, and combined they deal 6 damage. So 3 of it goes in the shield and 3 goes on to the hill troll. So we need to get rid of this hill troll ASAP. So that was defending, right? I defended with Jubyar here, and then I attacked. So that was the next thing. That's it. So now we refresh. And we're going to not exhaust him moving forward because we need him to defend. Hopefully Gandalf. God willing. 1, draw a card. Gandalf? No, Bjorn. He's actually really strong, but the good news is we can put in some other cards to help attack. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully you get kind of the sequence of things. Again, in the early game, it's a little more basic. Later games, like you'll have to like read all the cards that are on the table, and there's a lot going on. But yeah, I have to remember that all troll enemies can have attachments, but I don't think I'm dealing with that. So first thing we'll do is Vilya. Oops. Vilya. Beat Gandalf. Okay, Unexpected Courage. I could put this on Haldir. So I can't attach it to the same hero, I don't think. But now I can ready him up as well. I'll use Unexpected Courage to ready up Elrond. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to spend 2, 3, 4 to place Anborn into our play area so he's ready to fight. All right, so now it's the questing phase. Now, I don't add his 1 to the quest. It's only whatever's in the staging area. So right now we're just dealing with 3. So we're going to have Elrond quest and we're going to have Lorien quest for a total of 5. The reason being is because we can ready him up with Unexpected Courage. So we're 5 against 3, and hopefully it doesn't get too high. So we see what our new card is. It's a 2, so it's 5 against 5. It's even. Nothing happens then. He has 35 threats. We don't have to worry about that. When he attacks, okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Cool. So we can option engage now. Oh, I'm going to do Unexpected Courage before I forget to ready up Lorien. We would check to make sure if any of them come in. They don't. We can optionally do it. We're not going to do that. He gets his bad card. He's going to be attacking his 6. Oh, shoot. He's going to do excess damage. And he's going to kill the Warden of Healing by a lot. Which means next turn he's going to come in. Three, 6, 9. Oh, but we will be able to kill him. Okay. See, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do Warden of Healing, who's going to take 6... Shadow. Attacking enemy cannot be damaged this round. Oh my god. Okay. Do I have a card that cancels shadow effect? No. Alright, cool. Kills him. This goes up by 4, so we're at 35. His shadow effect does not allow... I can't deal damage to him. Okay. And I can't attack them, so nothing happens. That's a terrible shadow card. Holy cow. This is what this game does to you, chat. Alright, this goes up by 1. 36. One resource. One resource. Hopefully I didn't forget to make this go up by 1 before. If I did, I apologize. Alright, Arwen. Okay. Requesting against 5. Alright, let's use Elrond in our ring. Please, for the love of God, be a Gandalf. No. And this is a card we can't use. Cancel the one reveal effect. So this goes on the bottom. Yeah, it goes to the bottom. Complete waste. I'm ready him up. Alright, we have 4 monies. Let's put in a northern tracker for 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So requesting against 5. He's gonna come in. And we have to deal with the troll, toll, and that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so we'll quest 2 for sure. I mean, the 6 would be nice, but it'd be more nice to have a defender. Nah, we gotta do 6. Or, I'm sorry, 5, not 6. So it's 5 against 5. Don't go by much. All engaged troll enemies attack. Oh, son of a gun. Thank you for the follow, Vampiric Rose. There, I appreciate that. Alright, so he attacks. Okay. Okay. Let's have him defend. So he's defending 2 against 6. Deal X shadow cards to this attack. X is the number of players in the game, so he gets 1 more shadow card. Nothing happens. So 6, so that's 5 total, so it's 1 extra the threat goes up by. Alright, that was just for the shadow stuff. So now we do the actual attack this time. And they each get shadow cards. Okay. Alright, so what you can do is let it go undefended. Which is what we're going to let this one do. So the Beastmaster is going to attack. He deals 1 additional shadow card based off his force response. Nothing happens. Alright, so he deals 3 damage. We have to assign all of it to 1 person. So we're going to assign it to Glorfindel. For the troll, we're going to block here. So it's going to be 6 against our 4. Choose and discard 1 attachment from the defending character. Okay, now we're good. If it was undefended, we have to do other stuff. So 6, so that's 2 extra goes here. So this goes with 39. Kills this guy. Okay. We can exhaust this to ready him up. Now, the one good thing is that we have 2 attackers. So we can do 3, 6 on him. 1 gets defended, 5 more damage, kills him. So at least that's dead. Because we wouldn't be able to knock him out. So we might as well at least knock 1 guy out. Cool. Back on TV, let's go. Alright. Next round. This goes up to 40, which means he is going to engage us next turn. Everything ready's up. We need Vilya to hit. Oh my god. Okay. We needed not that. Vilya, that's big hits, baby. Big hits, big hits. Alright, it's the horse. We can exhaust this horse to place 1 progress counter on any location. Okay. That doesn't really help us. 1, 2, 3. We gotta put in Arwen. 1, 2. I think we're gonna lose again, chat. Okay, so questing against 3. Sorry, let's ready up Elrond. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose. I'll quest the 2. 2 against 3. This is another 2. So 2, 1. It goes up by 3, so it's at 43. Okay. They now all engage me. Yeah, I think we're gonna scoop this because there's just nothing we can do. They're just gonna overrun us. Okay. Oops. We didn't do that. I swear, chat, this game's fun. Don't touch the quest until you can kill him effectively. The problem is, I'm going to start pushing against 50, and if I hit 50, I lose. So, like, I have to. It is fun. We're having fun, chat. I just got Gandalf at, like, the really worst times to get him. Is 27 my starting threat? The 1 deck starts your threat solo. But yeah, so I have to quest because if this hits 50, we automatically lose right away. What we really need is our first card to be the orc. If the orc is the first card, then we don't get 2 bad guys in the beginning. We just get 1. Or the hill troll, not the orc. Sorry, the hill troll. Hey, Ilman, how's it going? Be the hill troll. Okay, it's a dog. That means we have to find the hill troll. Where are you, hill troll? Did I skip you? There it is. A deck construction puzzle that you have to figure out for each scenario? Yeah. You like to build decks as your game? Yeah. And again, there's a lot of good decks out there. Also on Nightmare, this is not as hard. We may drop this down off of Nightmare if we fail again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vilya? Oh, but Steward of Gondor and Elrond's Council. All right, Steward of Gondor is a broken card. They kind of messed up with this. Yeah, I think we actually keep this because of Steward of Gondor. What makes the 1 deck so powerful? It's incredibly good at getting allies out super fast. Basically, it's Elrond. I don't even know if it has Glorfindel. But it has oh, what's her face? It has really strong cards. I don't know how to put it nicer than that. It's just really powerful. All right, 1 on each. All right, quick beam. Oh boy. We can't do quick beam. And I can't use Elrond yet. Alright, so let's use the council to lower this to 654. I don't want to use Elrond's resources because I'd rather have Steward of Gondor on, and I need to wait 1 more turn. And if we keep them out there, I think we're okay. Because it's only 3 we're questing against. So let's... well, he is going to come out. But I think we can handle that. Alright. Let's quest for 3, 4, 5 against 3. Plus 2. So that's 3, 4, 5 against my 5. So it's equal. But both of these guys engage us. So, if you're engaged with this enemy, you cannot attack or deal damage through effects to enemies with a title other than this. Alright, so we have to deal with damage to that first. So the warg is going to attack. We're just going to take the hit. It's going to be 3 plus no shadow, which means it returns back to the staging area. So we'll put it on Elrond. He goes back to the staging area. He's going to deal 2. We're going to take this hit. Plus nothing. We'll put it on this guy. I'm not going to optionally engage. He went back just because it was forced action. That's all. This goes up to 25. These reset. All right. 1, 2, 2, 2. Draw a card. Vilya. Okay. So what we'll do first is spend 2 off of Elrond to play Steward of Gondor. It is a purple card, but you may spend resources from Elrond's resource to pay for purple cards. Oh no, for only the allies. Oh shoot, that's not how Steward works. Shoot, I read that wrong. Oh no. Yeah. No, we can't do it that way. We have to get Steward of Gondor in a different way. I forgot how you're supposed to do it though. Shoot. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. That's my fault. Alright, let's do off of Glorfindel. Put Vilya in. Exhaust this. Oh my god. I'm gonna scoop. I need Vilya to hit. Okay. We'll do one more nightmare and then we'll switch back to regular. So you can see what regular actually looks like since most people can't play nightmare. I didn't think it'd be this rough. Holy cow. Just flexing out some nightmare cards? Yeah, that's totally what's happening right now. Totally not getting decimated. I literally watching the O's versus Mariners game out. Let's go. I'm a huge Orioles fan. I was at the Orioles game where they got like 18 or what is it, 18 runs against the Rockies. I was at that game. So is this Nightmare or that game doing this? It's Nightmare. Nightmare. This scenario Nightmare is really tough. We'll do it regular after this one. I want to try it one more time. And it won't be easy, but it'll be easier. Side up 101, the bottom set. Oh yeah, my phone turned off. I usually have the score up on my phone during streams. Don't tell anyone. Oh, it's not coming up. Why? App, what are you doing? There we go. There we go. Now we have it up. Thank you for the update, dude. Okay. This is it, chat. I got a good feeling. What am I listening to? There you go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. No, we're not keeping that. Oh, so there's a way to make the game actually easier. One of the things that people will do is you can start with each of your people having one resource on the beginning of it. So then in the first round, they add a second one on. People have done that too. One, two, three, four, five, six. What do we got? Council. Unexpected courage. Okay. All right, I can work. I mean, I will still lose, but I can work with that. All right, first thing we'll do is do the council. Reduces by 3, so brings it down to 24. Um. I can't put unexpected courage on yet. I think I did that wrong because it's supposed to only be allies. Yeah, we can't do it yet. Okay, that's fine. So we're questing against 4. We'll do 3. Oops. 3, 4, 5. Against 4, 5. So it breaks even. While the field's in the active area, must refresh. Yeah, we're going to do that. So we're going to place that in the active area. We're not going to engage anyone. This now increases by 2 because of this force response. So this now goes to 26. All right. 2 resources. Draw a card. Jib jib. All right, we could do unexpected courage on Elrond. Oh shoot. I forgot to do one thing, chat. I'm sorry. Combat action. If you have not engaged an enemy this round, exhaust this, declare him attacker, and deal damage against an enemy. I could do it against this guy. Oh shoot, he had Surge. I didn't even notice he had Surge. Son of a gun. Hold on, what would it have been with the Surge? Another 3. This would be up to 27, 29. Let me do that now. My bad, chat. Alright, then we would have shot this thing. Alright, sorry about that. I forgot Surge exists in this game. Treebeard would be nice. Sleazy mode is really popular. Sleazy mode is really popular. It's a really, really fun way to play. It's a much easier way to play. Can't really do much of this yet. All right, let's do 4. So we'll do 3, 4, 5 once again against 4. Oh my god, it's 10. I give up. Nightmare's beating me. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Nightmare. It's too hard for me. I can't do it. I can't do it with this deck. Let me phrase that. This deck is not good enough to do this. I apologize, chat. I failed you. The Despair. It's a hard game. Okay. So now, oops. You can just kiss your butt. Oh my god. That's the thing, like, I don't want to be doing this all night. So now we have the normal cards in. You can make it easier. See these gold ring cards? In a game, you could take out the gold rings to make it easier. It is an option of playing the game. Completely allowed. So with Sleazy, I believe what they do is they add the extra resource, but you leave the gold rings in. Easy would get rid of the gold rings and give you an extra resource. I think, if I remember correctly, that's how you play Sleazy. Spats are horrible? Dude. The worst. We're laughing with you? You can laugh at me. It's fine. Oh, Orioles. Jemiah Jackson, triples. 3-1. Let's go. Be the troll toll. Nope, it's the birds. All right, it doesn't surge because it's... I don't think it surges now. Let's set up. All right. Now we're dealing with 2 threat. Much more manageable. Gotta laugh at the absurdity, yeah. Don't worry, I'm locked in for a late night stream. I'm not. Inside the park home run. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Shuffle this. Vampiric, did you literally find me on Twitch? Or have you followed me on YouTube and you happen to catch a live stream? I'm always genuinely curious about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. This is not good either. Alright. Whatever. We'll deal. We will deal. So, 1 resource, draw a card. Treebeard, lame. Is that you gonna stream someone? Stop by. Ah, dude, I appreciate that. Alright, let's get Arwen in. 1/1. We can use him for different spheres for allies. Okay. So, we're gonna quest 3, 4, 5 against 2. Plus 2, which is 4, so this advances by 1. Okay. So far, not terrible. We get to do checks. This is a 10, so it's going to engage us. Those do not. The first player chooses 1 character currently committed to a quest and deal 2 damage to that character. I did not read that. Add it to Elrond. Okay. He's going to attack. I'm going to let this hit happen. So it's going to be 2 plus nothing. So we're going to put it under Glorfindel. Now, he's only got 3 life. So I can deal 3 damage and kill it. This goes up by 1. We're good. Everything gets a resource. Ooh, a 0 cost card. I do like when things are free 99. I'll put her in. She cannot attack or defend. So, solid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough for that yet. That's fine. She can heal a decent amount. After a character is healed by another card effect, heal 1 damage on it. So basically would heal by 4. That helps us that much. 2, 3. Let's get Quick Beam in with 2. After enters play, deal 1 damage to him to ready him. Oh, because the enters play exhausted. We will deal a damage to ready him. Okay. Alright, so now we are questing against the 2. So we'll quest the 3, 4, 5 against 2. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4. This advances by 1 still. Travel phase. While it's the active location, players cannot draw cards. Well, that's a bummer. But we will do that. We will not optionally engage them. So we're good. Then this guy gets to attack. We're going to hit these stupid birds. After it's defeated, shuffle it back in the encounter deck. So it is defeated. Me and my buddy played Fields of Pelennor, and I've never been beat so badly in the game. That's hilarious. Allies help? Dude, allies are everything. Alright, so this goes up to 29. Ready everything up. We do not draw cards, which stinks. But everything still gets monies. Now that's big for us because now we can play Gandalf. So you're allowed as many allies on the board. Unlike Marvel Champions, you can have as many as you want. So after enters play, we can either draw 3 cards, but we're not allowed to. So we can't do that. Deal 4 damage to 1 enemy, which isn't bad. Or reduce your threat by 5. Reducing our threat by 5 is amazing because now we're back down to 24. But he does get discarded at the end of the round, just like Nick Fury does. So now it's the questing phase. We're questing against 1. Let me turn these upside down so I don't accidentally read them. So have you played the board game version of this that you used the app for? I have not. Some people in chat have, though. So let's think. We can't do 12 damage. Yes, yeah. Well, I'm helping the people that are used to Marvel Champions to think of it. We could have Arwen take his monster hit. Like if we engage him optionally, and then we can use 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 would kill him. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. She defends. He would defend. We quest with 3 against the 1. That might be the play. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to quest only 3. So it's 1, 2. Okay. That's not bad. Chieftain, he gets +2 for each resource token on him. After he attacks, place 1 resource token on him. Okay, we could deal with that. So 3 against 2, or 3 against 3 is fine. I'm going to optionally engage the Toll Troll. He gets a Shadow card. Arwen's going to take this hit. So it's going to be 6 plus nothing, but we got rid of another Hill Troll, so let's go. So she absorbs 3 of it, so this goes up by 3. Oops, sorry, he stays there. Up to 27, our starting amount. Now we can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kills him. Because he only has 12. Amazing. Amazing, chat. Gandalf goes away. He is no longer wanted. Oh, sorry, she dies. She dies. Okay, we still can't draw because of that. We're only dealing with this guy now, which is easier. This goes up to 28. And more resources. Can they remove threat? They sure can. Yeah, they have the ability to. Or quest, not removing threat, but yeah. Let's do Treebeard, who comes in exhausted. So it's 2, 3, 4. We could pay 2 on his resource. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Okay, that is that. Let us quest 3, 4, 5 against 2. Actually, let's do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. We're not going to do that because we will do a test of will. Pay the 1 off of it. Cancel the 1 revealed effects. So it's 2 against my 5, 6, 7. So it's down to 5, 4, 3. So this goes to 5 total. 5 out of 8. We got rid of our location, which is really good. We do not have... he does not automatically engage us. He is at 35. Oops. Let's put that way. All right. So now we can draw again, which is really nice. We'll ready everything up. I'm not optionally engaging him. This goes up to 29. Okay, so new round. We draw a card. Not Vilya. He gets a resource because he can do it for end stuff, and then just you don't have to worry about that right now. We have 4. We can almost get the bird in. The bird is almost the word. Problem is I haven't gotten good cards, which is kind of rough. All right, let's do... I don't really want to beat this yet. I want to keep expanding my board. Seems like you're cooking out. We're hanging in there. I think what we'll do is we'll spend a resource to exhaust that card to heal off of Elrond. Actually, let's heal Glorfin in case we need to take more damage. Can't play any of those yet. So he's questing 2. We'll quest 3, 4, 5 against 2. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4. This goes up by 1. This goes up to 6. Nowhere to travel to. He's going to come in, and we have to engage him at a 29. So after he attacks, remove 1 progress token from the current quest. That's fine. We'll deal with that in a little bit. Now he is going to attack us. I will have Treebeard take the hit. He's going to defend 3 against his 2. There's no shadow effect. So he doesn't take any damage, which is nice. And we now remove 1 progress token from there. So it's down to 5. Now we can attack him. He has 4 life. He's going to do 3, 4, 5, 6. We kill that card. Perfect. And we can ready up. Turns out Nightmare was just really hard. This goes up to 30 now. Draw our card. Okay, Warden of Healing. Resource. Oh, we can put the bird in now. 13 more allies and 10 more attachments. Yeah, then we'll be good. Alright, planning phase. We're going to put the bird in. He can pay for allies. So we're going to spend 5 resources to put the bird in. Bird's really strong. Oh, he's supposed to get another resource too. Okay. Old school exhausting things? I know. I am. They still work good. I need to buy some tokens to send more. Alright. I really need Vilya is what I need. Like all the good cards we get in Nightmare, we're not getting any now, which is crazy. That's okay. Okay. Let's quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. Against 2, 3, 4, 5. So this goes up by 2. It's at 30. That's 7 out of 8. We're gonna travel. The first player must discard 2 cards from his hand to travel here. Or 2 cards random from his hand to travel here. All right, we'll do that. All right, stinks, but whatever. I don't want to optionally engage him. Well, 3, 6. No, we can't kill him. Well, actually, we could. No, actually, I'm going to optionally engage him. So after he attacks, all right. So we're going to have Treebeard take this hit. And we're going to pay 2 resources from our pool to ready up this Ent. So Treebeard's going to exhaust, defending 3 against 3. No shadow effect. He takes no damage whatsoever. He would get a token, but we don't have to worry about that because we're going to do 3, 6, 9 damage. Takes him out. Chat, we're doing well now. This goes up to 31. We aren't even in optimal play anymore. All right, that's good. Resource. He gets a resource. I think I've been forgetting about him too, but whatever. Spend 2 blue. Let me move this down. 2 blue. Okay, so we can exhaust her to look at the top 5 cards and return them in any order that we want. So we will be doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's Vilya. We want Vilya. Hold on, wait. We gotta think about this.
Now this is pod racing.
So we're going to next turn draw a card. And then we want the... Oh, we can't have the bird out. And we can't have Treebeard out. Shoot. Or we do this. The reason being is because they have unique symbols on them. Oh my god, this is like a really bad hand overall. All right, Villia is less useful now. So let's put third one down. And we want Council of Elrond next. The ring is good. Oh no, it is. But we can't use it for what we need to do. Because it puts in cards for free, but we can't put in another copy of these cards. And those are the only cards that come up in the next 5. Okay. So let's quest now for 3, 4, 5. I think we're good with 5. 5 against each location in the staging area gets +1 to the end phase. Okay, there is none. Then each player with a threat of 35 or higher, there is none. Discards 1 card from his hand. So we have, oh, and then we have to do, what did I just say, 5? So 2 on here gets rid of this location. This pops. Good. Popping is good in this game. We have now gone along the river, and now we are at Anduin Passage. After defeating the troll, you are able to board the raft and embark on a river voyage. As you depart your enemy's pursuit, harassing the small vessel as you attempt to navigate the river. As your enemies harass the raft, it is difficult to maintain balance and effectively fight them off. So, during the questing phase, we have 1 extra card, but we do not make engagement checks during the encounter phase. You may still optionally engage 1 enemy during the phase. So this is going to be tough because we need 16 questing points, and they're going to keep coming out. So it's going to make it really hard to quest. So we got to hope for the best here. Can't optionally engage anyone. This goes up to 32. Okay, let me ready up. Draw a card. Elrond's Council. Okay. So we're going to do Elrond's Council. Brings down to 29. Okay. Oh, he gets another one. It's not great. I need more questing cards, unfortunately. Let's do Stargazer again. Look at top 5 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully Gandalf is in there. No. Alright, we'll get Villia next. Okay. Okay. So let's do 3, 4, 5. We don't want to quest with him. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questing points. Alright, so we reveal 2 cards now based on this. First one is a 2 and 3. So this goes up by 7, which is nice. It's just me, just the theme seeing the pop. I love Marble Chance, but there's something about this game that worked. Yeah, the theming in this is so good. Oh, wait, shoot, this surges. So it's actually 3 more. So 6, 5, 4. When this is the active location, each player must raise his threat by an additional point. Ugh, okay. We will do that. I can optionally engage them. By choosing 1 character currently making a quest, deal 2 damage to that character. Oh shoot, I forgot to do that. I'll put 2 on him. Alright, we're going to we can optionally engage 1. So we'll optionally engage these guys. Who they're going to attack. Glorfindel is just going to take the hit. So it's going to be 2 plus nothing. So 2 here. Glorfindel attacks for 3, knocks them out. We can only optionally engage 1. Alright, so we have to increase this by 2. So it's up to 31. Again, we don't do engagement checks anymore. We just optionally engage. Alright. Draw a card. Villia, that's right, Villia. This goes up by 1. 1. 1. Alright, we'll spend the 2 to get Villia on us. We can't do anything with it yet, so there's no real reason to focus on it. Actually, what we could do is we'll do the Stargazer because she can't quest anyway. Look at top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully Gandalf. Oh no, but Furia is good. So we can put her on top. Then we can use Elrond to get this other ally into play. Okay. Let's quest. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we'll quest 10. Against 1, we have to... Oh, we can look at the top card. We're going to discard that. Gets 2 more cards. The reason we can look is because of this card. 1 and a 1. When facing the option of travel, players must travel there. Please play return to the top of the account deck instead of placing it in the discard pile. Oh, that stinks. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Gets rid of this. This goes up to 4 more, so that's 8 total. So we're halfway there. We get to travel. We have to go to this place to travel. We can optionally engage the birds. We would shuffle the birds back in. I can't really take a hit. Actually, let's spend their green resource and exhaust her to heal 2 on Glorfindel. I'm going to optionally engage the birds. Take the hit. So it's going to be 1 plus nothing. So Glorfindel gets hit by 1. We'll use Glorfindel to attack the birds. They just get shuffled back in. Okay. Everything ready's up. Draw a card. 1 resource for everything. Okay. Elfstone. Attached to an active location. Attached location gets +1 quest point. After this location leaves play, the first player puts 1 ally into play from his hand. That doesn't help us right now, unfortunately. Alright, let's look at the top 5 cards again. See if we get something good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, this is better now. So we can put those guys in the bottom. Put it this way. We can use this now to play this card for free. Hey, look. Alright. So back to questing. We're questing against 1, but we do have to get through 6. So we gotta do 7 total, really. Well, just really 1, but... Alright, so... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total. With her, we get to look at the top card. Deal 1 damage to each character controlled by a player with threat. No, we're going to keep that there. That's good for us. Alright, so we get to look at this. We have no threat. Over 35, so that's fine. This is 2. So this brings it to 8. 6 gets absorbed here. So 2 more onto here. So it's a 10 and a 16. We have to travel here. And then when we leave play, it has to enter back in, but that's fine. Do we want to optionally engage that Beastmaster? Not really. I think I'll deal with the 2. Yeah, we'll deal with that. Okay, cool. It's ready up. Chat, we're cooking now. We should be good. We need 6 more quest points. Well, more than 6, but... Alright. Master of the Forge is a free blocker. Okay. Let's use her to look at the top. I think I didn't give him a resource. Did I give everyone else a resource? I didn't give him resources, did I? I don't think so. I feel like I would have remembered doing this. But we did get a card. Let's also look at top 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Elrond's Council. Unexpected Courage. We can put Courage on, and we'll get Elrond's Council next. So if we do this with Vilya, Unexpected Courage, we can play it. We can put it on here, exhaust that to ready up Elrond. Let's spend 2 on a green hero to put in the Forge guy. Board's looking good. Now we could use him to shuffle around the whole deck, which might be really good. Which actually I think we're going to do. So what we do is we exhaust them, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. for 1 attachment, add to your hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. There are no attachments, but these cards all get shuffled back in, which gives us a better chance of using Vilya to get like Gandalf in a turn, which would be monstrous for us. All right, time the quest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 total. And we get to look at the top card, which is another Beastmaster. We're going to discard it because you may discard it. Put in 2 cards. First one is deal 1 damage to each character controlled by a player with 35 threat or higher. I do not have that. And Orcs is 10. Choose to... Character must commit... Oh, wait. First player chooses 1 character currently committed to a quest. Deal 2 damage to that character. We'll do it to this one. Alright, so I was at 14 against 4, so that brings me down to 10. 7 gets absorbed on here. Or 3 gets absorbed on here, so it's up to 17. So we won. Ugh. That's it. And then normally, as this leaves plays, it goes back in the top of the encounter deck. That was not as efficient as our expert hands. Except now we were finally building our engine, because then you could use this to look at top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If Gandalf was one of them. No, but the Jump guy was. So we could have put him into play to have a defender and start drawing more cards and stuff like that. But yeah, that was at least that was not as efficient, but you could tell how like it was easier than the Nightmare decks. Nightmare deck was just rough, dude. We got wrecked by that. Holy cow. But hopefully you enjoy that. Hopefully you enjoy how that works. You can tell how different it is from Marvel Champions, but like I said, it's a fun game. If I made any rules mistakes, I apologize. If you see it later, put it in the comments to help other people out. But yeah. Still fun. Still a fun game to play. God, that was such a bad round for me too. Yeah, allies are way more OP, yeah. Yeah, especially since you could put so many out there. I think that just makes it so much stronger than anything else. Oh. Can't wait to try it out? Yeah, dude. It's good. It's a really good game. And like I said, this, like the core box is challenging-ish. This scenario is good in the core box. The first one's really easy. The next scenario, we're going to fail. Like, I'm just going to tell you now. Next scenario, we will lose 100% of the time. You do not win that scenario. C-Stan had a lot. So C-Stan's like one of the premier deck builders for this game. And he live streamed him doing the next scenario with his one deck. And basically you have to get a very specific like section of things hanging, or like a section of things happening. And he just like played it over and over and over. It was like 42 times he mulliganed. It was like crazy. Is it the Necro Tower? It's what's it actually called? Escape from Dol Guldur. And like basically one of your heroes is out of the game in the beginning. So it makes it like borderline impossible. Yeah, it's really tough. Really tough. Oh shoot, I wasn't done. No, there was still a scenario. Oh, I didn't pull it. Reveal 2 encounter cards per player and add them to the staging area. Skip the staging. Once there are no enemies in play, the players have won the game. Okay, I screwed up. I hate cheap sleeves. So this stuck to the bottom, and I should have realized that this didn't say you won the game. Oh, God, I hate cheap sleeves. I don't think there was many enemies left. I think we would have been able to win the next round anyway. We were pretty well in store. We just had to like kill them. Shoot. I'm sorry, chat. My bad. So I guess we didn't officially win, but this next one, I think we would have been fine. Most likely. I hate cheap sleeves. They stick to everything. Gotta restart now? No. Nothing was stopping that train? Nah, I mean, we were gonna win. That just stinks. I hate that. Because I think there was, what, one enemy out there? And even if we got 2 more... I have to look at it. Oh, there's 2 enemies out there, but we still would have had it. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Oh, well. Sorry about it. Solo does not work well with escape? No, not at all. God, I can't believe I made that mistake. See, chat? That's what I tell you. Make mistakes with Lord of the Rings because it's been so long since I played it. Oh, well. Oh, well. Old D20 cheating again. Classic. Is that kind of good? Yeah, once you're like properly built out for the vast majority of scenarios, you're good. It's just it's not if you're gonna win, it's when you're gonna win. There are certain scenarios that's not the case for, but far more of them it is the case that you'll win. Sure, you would have been fine. Yeah, we would have been fine, probably. But I also lost like 15 times tonight, so cut me some slack. But yeah, next Wednesday we'll do the next Nightmare Pack, the Gold Door, whatever it is. It's gonna wreck us, but like I said, we'll play it to show it off, and that's it. Plus, I'm getting tired now. All right, chat. So, Friday, we're going to open up by the same token box that's hiding over there. That one. And I don't know what Novels wants to do. So we have to figure out once what Novels wants to do. We're going to find the stream schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't really put a schedule out. But it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:15 Eastern PM, usually. That's when we started so much on the next quest. I said in his chat, just put the cards you want before starting. Yeah. Yeah, it just feels like dirty doing that, you know? Also, if you just follow me on Discord, I'm not sure the link pops up. No, it's only on Twitch. Follow me on Discord. I usually put when I'm live there. Or on YouTube, it will show up on the YouTube page. It will show up usually a couple hours early, so you can see what it is. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday, generally speaking. So, was the course joking? No, D20 cheats constantly. Oh, with Nelson? Nah, I've done that a few times. I'm just like, you know what? I'm starting with what I want, especially when I lose like a ton, like whatever. So yeah, Friday we'll open the box, and I'm not sure what Novels wants to do. I think SWU, so we'll probably do that, but we'll see. And then Monday we'll do the game that I talked about earlier in stream. So if you didn't know what that is, make sure to go watch the beginning of stream. New game, and see how that goes. And then next Wednesday we'll do more Lord of the Rings. See how that goes. Cool, chat? Cool. Cool. All right, dude. I appreciate you all being here. Sorry for the mess up on the rules. Just what it is. What it is. Sometimes, man, it's just what happens. Yes. So hopefully you liked it. I need that shirt. It's on Amazon. It's like $20. All right, everyone. Appreciate you all. Take care. Have a good one.